Hey everyone, what's up? Danielle Mullins here. I'm going to be working with you all in Google Sheets and showing you how I use it for my business to keep track of my customers, my prospects, my marketing plans, and just a few super basic tools to help you navigate it so you can use it in your business as well. We're going to be going over some terminology, some different commands, how to work with the text, and of course, place text within those overwhelming little boxes, how to make lists, how to share the sheet, and of course, how to export the sheet. That's a mouthful. Anyway, let's get to looking at it. So I'm going to try to keep this video as exciting as possible. You're going to spend a lot of time looking at my messy desk and my computer screen, so it can't get too terribly exciting, but I'll do my best, but I do promise that you're going to learn a lot. So first thing is to go to docs.google.com/spreadsheets. Okay, if you didn't already know this, Google Sheets is free. It's like Microsoft Excel, except it's free and it's cloud-based. You'll need a Google account to run this, so if you've not already set up a Gmail, you need to go ahead and do so and then come back to this video. Alrighty, let's get started. So at the top here, there's lots of awesome little templates. You have to-do lists, budgets, calendars, schedules, blah, blah, blah. I like to make my own, and if you don't know how to work with a blank Google Sheet, you definitely can't work with the templates. So right here where it says Untitled Spreadsheet, you can double click it and you can give it a title. We're just going to call this one Tutorial because guess what? We're doing a tutorial. So if you didn't know, anything that goes this way is considered a row and anything that goes this way is considered a column. All the rows and columns have names. So for example, right here, this is column I, and over here, this is row 5. Forget my words. Each individual square, as I'm clicking around here, is a cell. All right, I'm going to show you how to enter text into a cell. All you will do is double click the cell and then you can begin typing. Here's a close-up of this cell, and see how I move my cursor over to that blue line? It becomes a hand. Long press on the mouse, hold it down, and you can then move it around to put it wherever you need it to go. Google Sheets is similar to Microsoft programs and other Google Doc programs in the sense that it does have text colors, highlights. You can highlight a cell, you put some text in it. You can also change the color. You can change the size. You can change the font. Oops, that's the size again. You can change the font. You can get super creative with it, but keep in mind that if your text expands over a cell, cells will get longer, but they will not get wider in this sense. They will get longer, but not wider. So if your cell expands, the text expands into 2 cells, then you would just need to highlight again a new cell if that was your goal. The fun part, we're going to look at making lists. I pulled up a list of random names on Google, and so I'm just going to paste them right in here. As you can tell, we've got Liam, Noah, William, James, Logan, Benjamin, Mason, and Elijah. So shout out to these 8 men for volunteering their name on Google and for this video. Anyway, as we learned earlier, we can move their names around if we need to. We can highlight them, we can move more than one name, and we're gonna look at this as if this is a combined list right now of prospects and customers, and I'm gonna show you how we would separate them out. So let's say Liam, Noah, and William and James are our customers, and then Logan, Benjamin, Mason, and Elijah are our prospects. And we wanna keep them separated so we can keep tabs on them and keep our business organized. So I'm going to move my cursor to one of those blue lines, and I'm going to move them over. You can put them side by side. For me personally, I like room to work. I like to give them space. So I'm going to pull Logan, Benjamin, and Mason way over because I like room to type. I like room to work. So now I need to make sure I can keep them separated and I can remember that these are my customers and that these are my prospects. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to double click Liam's name and we're going to insert a row. I could have done Logan's, it doesn't matter. It will insert a whole entire row above it. But if I just wanted to do, let's say, Logan, I can insert cells and it'll tell me to shift right or shift down, and we want to shift down. And so it would move just this list and not this list. If you insert a row, it will move everything. If you just insert a cell, it will just move that one little section you're working with. So I'm going to make sure I can keep them separated. Here, these are customers. Oops. Here, these are prospects. And again, I really like space. I like to be able to visually see it. So for Liam and Logan, we're going to insert another row. So I've got this here. Okay, so I just cleared out those current lists we had. I'm now going to show you all how to do like a double list. If you were going to do a marketing plan or something for your different social media platforms. And I'm going to start off with the different post types. So, engagement, opportunity, product, post. We're just going to start with those three. And I know that I work my business on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. So when you work with a double list, what you're really going to want to do is make sure you give yourself space to work, and you're going to have something on your x-axis and your y-axis if you remember graphing from algebra. And I'm going to actually insert a row above my social media platforms, so I can put up here social media platforms. And like I've said earlier, I like to work with spaces, so I'm going to insert another row. And over here, since this, I'm going to move these up, so that's a bit much. And so over here, where I've got this, I'm going to put on here post types, just so I know. So I know that when I click on column D, all of this will be Facebook posts. Column E will all be Instagram, and column F will all be Twitter. When I hit row 5, all of these will be engagement posts. Row 6 will all be an opportunity. Row 7 will all be product. If you can't tell, there is numbers here and there's letters here. Your Google Sheet will go on forever and ever. It is infinite. You will never run out of numbers. There's no such thing. Numbers are infinite. If you run out of the alphabet, it will then go AA, AB, AC, instead of just being A, B, C. So I can come to D5, which I know will be my Facebook engagement post. Okay, and I can just type away, and that would be my post. I could write in there. I could space it out if I need more room. Whatever I want to do, this is my marketing plan. Or you can even use this for like meal planning. You can do Monday, Wednesday, Friday, breakfast, lunch, dinner. These are snacks. I love Google Sheets for my whole life, let me tell you. So I'm just going to come into all these little boxes and just type and pretend that those would be my posts for each platform. And it's quite literally that simple. So I'm going to show you a few simple commands you can use in Google Sheets. You can also use this in Microsoft programs, all other Google Doc programs. You can use this on Facebook, most internet browsers. These commands are computer universal. So bear with me if I say the word command. Please know I'm on a Mac, so if you're on a Dell, you won't understand. My command key is like your control key. So just keep that in mind, but the letters all stay the same. So if I was to select the text in a cell and hit Command C, I've copied it to my clipboard. I can come to a new cell, hit Command V, and it will now paste it. If I hit Command Z, it will undo it. Command Shift Z will redo it. Fun fact, so if I'm typing, Command Z will untype it, Command Shift Z will put it back. Super simple right there. If you hit the Tab key, it will move to the right. If you hit the Enter key, it will insert the cell and allow you to type more. If you hit the Enter key again, it will move you below. Now if you hit the Tab key over, it will send you back to where you first started. But if you hit that Enter key twice, it will then just move you straight down. Tab over, Enter key once will insert the cell, Enter key twice will move you back to a cell under where you started from. So Enter twice will just move you down in a simpler form. So I'm going to just really quick insert some text here. And if you select the first cell and hit Command Shift and the down arrow key, it will move you all the way down to your last line of text before you have an empty cell like this. So if I hit engagement over here and hit Command Shift down, it would only move me to opportunity because there's a break cell in the text. You can select all and delete. So you can select a column or a row. I'm going to start with column A, come into data. I always forget which tab at first. Come into data and you can sort, this is such a mouthful, sort sheet by column A to Z. So what that will do is everything here that's lined up row to row will now become sorted based on this. I'll show you a quick example. Data. See how not everything moves and all of this is in alphabetical order. Command Z undoes it. I can also select it, hit data, sort range by column A to Z. This will leave everything else alone and just sort that one column. You can also sort it C to A, and of course Command Z will undo it all. That's simple. So now if you're ready to share your sheet with somebody else, you can hit this nice big blue share button in the top right corner. You can get you can copy the link to your clipboard. You can hit get shareable link and it will copy it to your clipboard as well. You can also click here and select if the person you're going to share that URL with can just edit, comment, or can just view your sheet. You can also type in an email. This pencil icon here will also give you the same commands. Type in the email, send it away, hit done. If you're ready to export it, you can hit File and move to Download As. You can save it as an Excel format. So this would allow you to email it to someone, save it to a jump drive, open it on another computer in Excel, share with somebody who's going to work in Excel. And you can also share it as a PDF. It also gives you open document format, web page, comma separated values, tab separated values. Those are a little more advanced and we're not going to get into those today. But PDF and Microsoft Excel are the two big ones. Save this as PDF if you're going to print it. If you're going to work on it on another computer, save it as Excel. If you're going to work on it through the cloud, if you hit this top left button here to take you to Sheets Home, it automatically saves it for you. Everything automatically saves to the cloud. And as you can see now, it's got this little icon right here. That means that you are sharing this with somebody else. It means you've copied the link to share with somebody else, and so now other people can view it. Fun fact. If you need to print, if you're working strictly from Google Chrome or Chromebook, it's going to ask you to save it as a PDF before you print it, and then you'll open up the PDF in your files to print. If you're working from Safari, Mozilla Firefox, or whatever. I'm not entirely sure if it will make you do that, but I would assume so. If you're done with your sheet, if you never want to see it again, I rarely ever delete my sheets. I always keep them because you just never know when. But if you decide you don't need it, you can always click this button here in the far right corner. It has 3 dots. It's an options button, and you can just hit remove, and all is done. So thank you all so much for joining me on my tutorial through Google Sheets. I hope these few basic steps help you work Google Sheets for your business or even your personal life, because like I said, I use Google Sheets to make meal plans while I go to the grocery store. If you found value in this video, tell me below in the comments if you had any aha moments. I love to see it, and I will see you all next time. Bye everyone.